You guys, your characters do some terrible things in this movie, admittedly. What do you think makes them characters that the audience will want to root for?
I think that it's the sort of the family element of it. I think that it's ultimately a movie about, family and the degree that people will go to protect the family unit. Ultimately, it makes it as heinous as a lot of the acts are that they perform. I think it makes it kind of hard to hate them.
Yeah, and your character, you've played some criminals before. How do you think your character in this stacks up against some of those past characters you played?
I don't know. That's for other people to say. I enjoyed doing it with Luc. I've known Luc a long time, and I liked the story, the book, and then he would write the script, and then he would produce it, but not direct it. So we were looking for a director, and finally he decided he'd do it himself, which I was very happy about. But the whole experience was great, and I don't know if I'm answering your question really, but it was just terrific.
Can you talk about the dynamic between you two and your fictional kids in the film? I mean, was there some world building that you did before you started shooting?
No, in fact, we showed up. They had already been shooting a couple of weeks, and they had done a bulk of their work already, and so they had already, found their rhythm, and you're still sort of getting up to speed, and so I just felt like I had to sort of, jump on board and hope that I could catch up.
It's kind of hard to believe. I mean, you've been in a couple movies together, but you've never worked together. Like, we've never seen you together before. What was it like when you guys started collaborating?
It was good.
It was exciting.
Yeah,
finally, our third movie, and we actually finally were on the same set together.
Yeah. It was terrific.
And Martin Scorsese's a producer on the film. Did he what kind of input did he have?
Well, that was between he and Luc. I mean, I set all that up with Marty, and Luc is a big fan of his and was very anxious to see get his input and so on. So they worked whatever they did. And also Nick Pileggi was. I call Nick about certain things, and we're friends, and we work together obviously with times. So anyway.
I'm always curious about, you guys are veterans of the industry, legends. Do you ever look back at your old films? Do you ever just throw on, say, a movie that you've been in, or you don't do that?
Never.
No.
Not. Once in a while, you might catch one on television or something and say, "Oh, watch it." And
I can't switch the channel fast enough. I did actually recently, I don't know, a few years ago, Married to the Mob came on, and my kids were in the room and they had never seen it. I thought, well, they might actually like this movie, and so I watched it for about 20 minutes.
Okay. That must be a kick for them, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really like watching me necessarily on screen.
You're just mom to them?
Yeah, I think so.